Good morning, everybody. Welcome to BYT. I'm going to work on this wall today, back over here, this area, right there. And I'm going to work on getting that mated up against the side with a channel built into it for the wiring to go to the back. So that's what I'm in store for today. It is cold out here today. We're only supposed to be mid-30s, but the sun is out, warming it up nice in here. So we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, here's what we got so far. See, I'm notching this out to go over that. This here is notched out, but it's not going over that. I'm going to take a piece of this here and I'm going to cut it to size, and then I'm going to weld this into that opening, creating a channel built into this upright, and that will make that one solid piece again. See you in a minute. And there you have it. Test fit, or actually it's fit permanently now. I got a gap right there, so when I put the skin on the wall, I can slide it back in between here and here, put a little notch in it for the wiring, and I should get a nice fit all around the edge and have a good interior wall. I mean, like I said, got that other side done. This is, the whole bus moves when you shake it, so it is good and solid. Now the bottom is still not affixed to the floor. I can take these pieces out here and here, both sides, and I can take this bottom piece out. And I did that because I'm going to have to put a seal of some sort under that piece before I permanently affix it to the floor. And of course, you know, I have to cut out the threshold for the door, which more than likely next week I should be going and getting my door and the sink and stove and dinette table. I'm not exactly sure what day, but before I progress too much further on that back wall, I really have to have a door. And also the skin for the outside is coming off that old camper as well. So I will see what else I can get into. Maybe measure up the frame. See what kind of materials I have around here. If I can fabricate two pieces of frame rail, or whether I have to just bite the bullet and go buy two pieces of frame rail to extend the back of the bus. See you in a minute. And these other two pieces of channel here, I'm going to use for covering up this area of the wiring harness. I've already test fit them, a couple minor cuts, and the bolt holes almost line up. So, you know, the bolt holes right there almost line up exact. So, like I said, you gotta love automotive. Everything is almost put into the exact same spot on one side as it is the other side. I still have that channel there. I have to cut the end of it off to put it back on here and get it made up to that side. So, just a little tad bit of information. Okay, this was tack welded onto this. That's the bumper bracket. You can see most of the weld that was on there was not even making contact. So when you're welding something in place, you really got to make sure you're getting good penetration. That's all that was holding that on besides the two bolts. This side, a little different, not much. There was that much weld. And maybe it was just to hold it in place while he bolted on the bumper. But that had to come off because this is going to be extended by 4 feet. So I can get that deck up on here and seamed into that part of the floor. So I think I have material to extend this frame out. I will show you as I go. I'm going to make this structurally sound and make sure we got good welds all the way around and good penetration. So see you in a minute. Alright, round one is done. I got them squared up. 4 feet, it's 28 inches from here to there, 28 inches from there to there, and I believe it was 56 and a half from here to that corner and here to that corner. So there's the top half of the frame rail. I'm going to go inside for a minute, and then when I come back out, I will check, see what I got for the lower half of the frame rail. And this will all be boxed in. The bottom will come down, meet up with that frame, seamed across the back, seamed across the inside, X braces as needed, because this piece here will have a tow hitch on it, so it has to be structurally sound. So there it is. That's the start of it. See you in a minute. Here's where we're sitting currently. I have to cut this much off the second piece, the entire length of the 4 foot. So this is going to become my bottom channel. I will bevel these edges. I'll bevel these edges, and then we'll seam it together. But it takes quite the toll on you doing it with a hand bandsaw. I'm getting there though. I got 4 more pieces, and this is liberated. And I'll show you once I get it all finished, cut and in place. Okay, so here's what we got. New channel, 10 inches inside to inside, all the way down, capping the old frame. I have to go through here now and seam this together and weld this to the frame. I took a square on the back side. I'll show you. Take something you know is flat. You put it on all the way down so you know you have a good smooth frame. And this will, of course, just like this vertical weld here, we vertical welded here, and this seamed all the way down, welded on the inside, and then I'll do the same thing to that side, which I may not get to today because cutting this one off, you know, this is 3.5 by 6 inch, 1/4 inch structural angle iron. It's all came off of a frame that I would put on my car hauler to move buildings. So this steel that I'm using to build this frame has moved 3 buildings on a car hauler from Nashville to various areas. So I am very secure in this being strong enough when it's finished to hold a 4-foot deck, which I measured from the wall to the end here, 10 foot. So by the time I'm done, this is going to be a nice work area, garage, half enclosed garage. I might even, when the gate's on, have a canopy that goes over the open part and attached to the gate. We'll just have to play that one by ear and see how this goes. But for now, I'm going to get this tacked in place and started getting welded up. Now this is as far as I'm getting today. Try to get some down here. Now that that's all sanded down, I ran out of welding wire, so I gotta get more. So I can come back in and finish filling them. And once all that's in and smooth, I will go back over it with a weave. Right now I'm just, filling. Getting, good, nice adhesion. Getting good penetration. Sorry about that. So, takes a lot. Get down there and I'll finish filling them in. I'll weave them in. My corners, my edges. You can't see up there. I have all my stuff in the way. But, yeah, all the way around. I'll have to get underneath and do it. I already got the top up here. Well, then I started to get that corner. A little bit more of this corner. Yeah, I haven't even sanded this here yet. So, once I get it all sanded down and filled in, right now I'm just filling in like this. Then when I come back through with a weave, I'll weave a weld over top of all three. And then that'll be the last final piece. Over here hasn't even been sanded yet, just vertical downs. Then I'll come back through after I clean them up. I'll come back through with a weave, and there will be, it'll be nice and full from corner to metal. And then I'll measure out all my pieces, where all the slots are supposed to be. Because I got these ones way back here are the bumper brace holes, and I'll transfer them to here somewhere, wherever they're going to be. And then my bumper braces be in over here. And actually, they'll probably be on the outside. Because I may box this in completely solid. And I got looking, I might be able to do X-brace here, or this is going to be boxed in the back. So if I do an X-brace up in this area, I could actually put a fuel tank or a fuel cell back here for fuel for generators, motorcycles, put a pump in the garage. Not have to worry about fueling up when I'm out and about on a motorcycle. I can, if I am in an area where there's no gas stations, I can always, pull up in here, fill up in the garage. It's an idea I come across. It just hit me when I was putting this. I mean, I could put a pretty good sized fuel cell in here underneath the deck. But only time will tell. Okay, everybody. Hope you liked today's content. If you did, like, share, subscribe. The only reason I was stopping is I ran out of welding wire. I had a 10-pound spool in there, and I put that in kind of middle of last year, I want to say. So yeah, I mean, I go through the welding wire. I'll pick up some more welding wire, some more flap wheels, a couple more grinding wheels, and we'll get this thing going. I am pleased. The weather's been nice today. A little chilly, but nice. Sun's coming in through the bus, heating up the inside of the bus. I'm out here welding. Got the warmth of the welder. But now that I'm done welding, it's going to get cold on me quick. So, whatever you're doing out there, you be safe. Have yourself a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.